Hello and welcome to Spirit World Insights. I'm Jackie, coming to you with the second video from Greece, and April continues. You guys, we're just going to dive right in. The Entourage is here. I am asking them to help me with clarity because this month has been a doozy. Boy, has it been a doozy. Okay, and it continues. Those of you that are starseeds, light workers, awakened ones, very likely that you are well aware of the ebbs and flows of what you've experienced in April thus far. And so the Entourage wants to come through today with some validation over some of the symptoms that you're dealing with, some of the issues that have been coming up that you might be either writing off as no big deal or not important, or because you've done something wrong, taking the blame that you must have done something wrong. So I want to allow them to bring through some messages today to help you get over this I was going to say hurdle, but it's been a multitude of different hurts, like I said, ebbs and flows of what April has been bringing into the human collective at this point. So I've made some lists here to follow to try to keep me on track, and we'll just jump right in. So something that I've noticed for myself is the synchronicities between me and some of my other friends that are spiritual teachers as well on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and stuff. And we all seem to be experiencing the same types of issues and symptoms around the same times, like even sometimes on the same days, which is not normal. To be so synchronistically lined up. I mean, we have had that in the past, but it's been, especially in April. So let's talk about some of the symptoms and issues that you might actually be dealing with right now. So feeling delayed, feeling pauses, feeling blocks, okay, feeling unmotivated, feeling stagnant, feeling tired, feeling fuzzy, okay? Some of you might actually be sick. You're having, again, what I call purging episodes where your sinuses or you're crying or your gut is not well. Those are also symptoms that a lot of people might be experiencing right now. And keep in mind that it all depends on where your physical vessel is at during your own ascension process. It's going to be different for everyone, which again is why I was like, that's interesting with the synchronicities lining up. But again, I also believe the Entourage is chiming in going, it's because of the timing. They said everything was a catalyst, like having the solar flares, having the Mercury retrograde, having the eclipse, having the Schumann resonance off the charts. And then the other things that can affect us are our own attunements from our own guides, our own downloads, the DNA that's waking up, the dormant DNA. When that stuff comes on, all of that will affect your physical vessel, and it happens to everyone independently, differently. Hope that makes sense. So it's going to feel different for everyone depending on what you're experiencing at the time, but the reason there's so many synchronicities is because of all of the planetary stuff that's happening. It's triggering everyone to deal with it in April. So they want me to go back and talk about attunement again. This isn't something that I've talked about really a lot in my videos. So I'm going to go into a little bit more detail. When you get a brand new spirit guide, they need to attune to you It means that you're on a specific frequency and vibration, like a radio dial, and you're tuned in to say 88.9, but their frequency is up at 101.9. They've got to raise your vibration in order to be able to connect with you, to channel through you, to help you. And they're not going to come down. They may come down like a little bit in vibration, but more or less they're wanting to call you up. They want you to bring your vibration higher. And when you do, then the connection is made. Okay? So just keep in mind that some of you might be going through attunements. When your DNA, dormant DNA, is being unblocked, again, there are things within your body that no longer fit, that are no longer necessary. The Entourage is saying that that's dense energy that no longer is in alignment with this new vibration and frequency that you are being called to hold. And again, free will, you can deny a whole lot of it. You can blow it off again like it's not important. But they're like, but it's happening. Whether we like it or not, it's happening. And so they're like, when you get into alignment with the fact that these things are going on and accept the fact that it's bringing you into higher states of consciousness, and allow it to be this ebb and flow without resisting, holding back, numbing it, don't numb it, let it transpire, let it happen, because it will actually process faster if you're not resisting it. Okay? Let's see. Yeah, the other thing I wrote down was, we're all feeling it. All of us are feeling it. Yeah. That's why I was like, I needed them to come in today, because I woke up today completely unmotivated. Totally unmotivated, like just not totally stagnant, but I was like, if we're going to do a video today, I'm going to need y'all to like come in and kick the vibration up a notch, because yeah. And the great thing is they don't let me down. Your guides will not let you down. When you need the boost, when you need to be clear, when you need to take care of your family, when you need to take care of yourself, when you need to do your job, when you ask your guides to, yeah, they're reminding me, they're like, you've had that many times, Jackie. Yeah, when I've had times where I'm getting a download or they're attuning me and I will hurt so bad. I mean, attunements hurt the head, typically. It's like they're tweaking in your brain, and you can actually feel things in your brain shifting. It's nerves, okay? And that stuff is painful. And they will take me right up to the point that I am about to get on the call with the client, and then it's gone. It's like you do want to set healthy boundary for yourselves and be very honest. But I'm almost saying bold with your spirit guides. It's like, look, this physical vessel can only take so much. So I'm willing to do this, but if I need to go further than that, then please give me what I need in order to get further than that. And they will. I am so familiar with that. I mean, so familiar with that. I constantly am putting boundaries, and then sometimes they'll say, okay, but we need you to go like 30 minutes longer, and we will give you the strength to get through that. So important. Okay. Okay, now they wanted to talk about, what do you do? Like, you're going through all of this. April has been wish-wash. What do you do about it? Ground and anchor, everybody. Ground and anchor. You want to go to the very core of Gaia. The core of Gaia is our fuel. It is what you need in order. It is who we are. I've said this so many times from Matthias to Stefano. We're mud. We are earth and water together. When you need support, when you need to feel like you're okay, you got to go to the heart of her. You got to go to the center of the earth, and you want to anchor in to the dirt, the minerals, the crystals, the water, the life force that she's pumping through this planet, that is going to help anchor and ground you. You want to meditate. Meditating is so incredibly beneficial through this ascension because it helps you to come back to present. You focus on the breath. You focus on where your mind is going, one thought at a time. It doesn't mean, meditation does not mean that you have to only think about one thought for 15 minutes. No, it's think about one thought at a time, okay? I teach all this online. I've got a full workshop on learn how to meditate. It's on my website. Just step by step, helping you to understand that everyone can meditate, and you want to get rid of the false beliefs that have come in about what meditation is. It's being aware of who you are, where you are, and what you're sensing at that moment, so that you can ask yourself one question in each moment about what is being revealed to you in each moment. It's very fun, actually. If you haven't done it like that before, I highly encourage you to do it because you learn so much about yourself. Okay, rest. If you're feeling tired, go back to bed. I did. I went back to bed for an hour this morning. I needed it, so I did it. Focus on what is present that you can do at this time. Focus on what's present that you can do at this time. Stop shaming and blaming that you've done something wrong. Know that things are happening because you are not right now. We are going through rebirth, renewal, and this upgrade. It's an upgrade. Now is not the time to act, okay? It's the time to be observant. It's time to allow. It's time to tap into the details of things. It's about fine-tuning stuff. It's about the self-care. So you're going to feel like you're going to have burst, right? That was how the Entourage brought it through. You're going to feel burst of this newness that's about to come in. You know, once April is finally over, it's like all of this is coming in. You're getting glimpses of it and you're wanting to act, but then all of a sudden you're just like, I can't. That's because we're not supposed to be acting right now. We're prepping. We're being coded, okay? So don't beat yourself up if you're not getting things done, especially not done the way you feel like you need to be doing them, because it's coming. All of that is coming. You want to take notes, journal, everybody. Journal out what you've got coming into your mind that your body is going, I can't do right now. Maybe it's your heart chakra that's like pulling in all of this fresh new idea, and it's like, I'm supposed to do this. And it's like, yes, you are, but not yet. Fine tune it. Look beyond the veil and fine tune it so that when the time comes, when May comes and you are told, go, you're ready. You're prepared. You've taken April to pause, to rest, to be ready to do what you're going to be asked to do, because it's coming. It's coming. But right now, it's about prep. Okay. Oh, they wanted me to say, it's hard to wait. Yes, it's very hard to wait. It's very hard. It's very hard to be patient when you do feel that burst. But again, you'll get knocked right back down. You'll wake up the next day and you'll be exhausted. Speaking from experience. Okay, here is a very interesting, I was working with one of my friend clients, known her for a long time, and we were talking about something that she's going through, and the spirits brought through very clearly something I've never heard them channel before. They said to trust your intuition over your instinct. And I never thought about those two words side by side until that happened. They brought me into the awareness that an instinct is conditioned. An instinct is something that the physical vessel is going to brand into it, probably from 0 to age 7, because that's when we brand, code, and program the vessel. And so those instincts come up based off of your environment. Who are your parents? Who are your family? What do you have enough food? Do you have sunlight? What is the environment around you? And it creates these instincts for survival. Okay? But your intuition is divine. Your intuition is something that is coming through from your higher self, through all of the aspects of you that are living out on other timelines and that are coming through in order to help you complete this ascension in this lifetime, in this vessel. It's all coming together, and that intuition is that glorified, beautiful voice of clarity, guidance, love, acceptance, motivation, right? It's all of that. So if you are still functioning off of your instincts, the entourage is asking you to check in and ask where those instincts are stemming from. What is the origin of the instincts? Okay, because you're probably getting triggered. And if you are getting triggered by an instinct that's been, again, developed, programmed, conditioned within you, then it's probably something that your higher self is intuitively telling you it's time to heal. It's time to process that thing. Whatever that is, it's time to heal it. To bring you into awareness of it so that you can understand why it's there. I can't tell you how many times, this is the most fun thing that I love doing with clients, is going back into things that are triggering them and finding the source of it. I love doing that because it might come from something in this lifetime, but most of the time it comes from past lives or other aspects that you're living out on other timelines. It's amazing the things that come through. And it's so incredibly beautiful to watch someone become aware of that, accept it, and then allow that healing to come through, and their lives are changed forever. Mine have been. I will say I have healed myself through all the elements, and my life now is so different than it ever was before because I have taken the time to work through Archangel Metatron's techniques that he gives me in order to do that. So many things that we are dealing with from our environments and from our lifetimes that are coming up, and they are ready to be processed and healed right now. And if you are willing to start taking that journey into helping yourself process that, yeah. It's not for the meek and lowly. It's hard work. I'm not gonna lie. But when you're willing to do it, you benefit boatloads. Boatloads. I just love it. It's my favorite part of what I do. Okay. They talk about being patient. What else did you guys want to say? I got off on that because I absolutely love doing that, and it threw my mind. Okay, yeah, they had told me to bring out Kyle Gray, Gateway of Light activation deck. They wanted me to bring that out because they're like, let's do a collective card that just kind of brings through another some more words of wisdom for you guys, because I know I know this has been very challenging. April. I was like, give me something to like tag April. They're like, April agony. They're like, that's what my 3D mind has been kind of, feeling is agony. But we can do this. Okay. All right. What? Oh, how interesting. Huh, okay. This is interesting. I actually pulled this for a client the other day. Pleiadian activation. Let me check something. Okay, so what I'm getting is that the Pleiadians are really coming in as a anchored source for us during the month of April. That because this talks about coming together, harmony in the heavens, resolution. It's about they're saying that the Pleiadian forces are really coming in strong. Man, I feel it through my body. It's coming through my heart chakra. So okay, tingles. They're coming in to help us, you guys. So those of you that are starseeds, well aware of your backgrounds, if you've got a Pleiadian background, you might be some of the ones that are being called forward to help other people right now. Those of you, if you had never heard of Pleiades, look it up. They are very loving, very kind, very healing. Seven sisters. It's all about the star system. So yeah, Pleiadian activation. I love this card. When I pulled it for a client, actually took a picture of it so I could put it on the wallpaper of my phone because I love the photograph so much. So yeah, the Entourage is saying call in the Pleiades. Call them in. If you've got specific guides, then know that those guides are definitely here to help and anchor you at this time in order to help you feel more confident, more stable. Oh, thank you. The guides are bringing in, they're reminding me. So being on this island, I had no transportation, been here a week, and I'm used to living in small communities like that. That's where I live in Alaska, is a very small community, but I'm used to having transportation. I have a car there. But didn't have one here, and I thought that it might be okay, but nothing is open right now. The season is not active, and so there's like no grocery store here. There's nothing. And so after they told me what my mission was going to be, then I needed to understand. I needed to be isolated so that I would understand the situation of what my mission is here. And then they were like, okay, now you can have transportation. And so they ended up bringing me to a scooter, which I've driven like a little motorcycle bike things. Like my son had, his best friend had one when he was little, like a little motorbike, and I used to ride that thing around because it was fun. But I'd never like ridden a scooter. So anyway, my guide just brought me to like a scooter guy that would rent me a scooter so that I could get around on the island. And I was nervous about doing it. And they said, call in the archetypal energy, which I do all the time whenever I don't feel like this vessel has what it needs. So I'm going to give you guys a clue. When you don't have what this vessel needs, or you don't think it is, it's probably in your toolbox somewhere, call on an archetypal energy. That means you call upon the energy of what you need. It can be something real, something fake, something made up, something etheric, whatever you want. So I typically call upon like archetypes of Hercules or Superman, something along those lines where you've got this amazing ability, okay, without any resistance whatsoever to help me. So I was like, okay, what I need for confidence riding a scooter, I need to be brave, I need to have courage, I need to have confidence, and I need to have balance. Those are the things. And so I asked my guides, I was like, who should I call upon? And they were like, Evel Knievel, of course. I just had to laugh because if you are from America, you know Evel Knievel, maybe. I guess depend. I'm dating myself, obviously. But he was a famous motorcyclist, and he was very good at what he did. So I called upon the archetypal energy of that, and it really helped me. I made it back. I made it back. I mean, it's like a 30-some minute ride to go to the other side of the island where the stores are and life is. Because over here, like you can see right here, this is it. This is one village, and it's not big. It's very small, which I love. But anyway, so yes, calling in the archetypal energy. How do we get into that? Oh, they're like, we're piggybacking off. Oh, thank you. They're piggybacking off of what you guys can do to help you during this time. Brilliant. Brilliant. So, yeah. So, some of you might be wondering, what I am doing here, because I asked, I was like, do you want me to share with people? I don't typically tell people what I'm doing when I'm doing a mission. I usually keep it to myself because of privacy reasons. I want to make sure that the mission gets completed and doesn't get sabotaged. But they're telling me to talk about this mission. And it's an emotional one, very heart chakra centered. I have been brought here to help the bees. I did not know this before arriving here, that this is a honey making island, and olive oil, which is awesome. But there are bees everywhere. And if you saw my other video, I think I talked about the fact that the first day that I went down to the beach, I stepped on a bee and I got stung. And I asked my guides, I'm like, why did I step on a bee? And they said, because we needed your attention. We needed to let you know why you're here. Because my guides, and your guides might be like this too, they only give me the information when the time is right. It's like, I had a friend of mine tell me, she goes, it's like a stone lights up, and once you step on that stone that's lit up and you get the information, then the next stone will light up and then you walk. My guides do that with me all the time because they know if they told me everything ahead of time, I might say no. Because the work I do is very painful. I process this energy. When you process energy, it's painful. We're sentient beings. So if they tell me everything I'm going to go through, I would probably be like, no, thank you. Pass. But anyway, so yeah, so they've let me know, and I don't know all the details, but what they're cluing me into is that the bees are suffering. A lot of them are dead on the beach, but they're very alive up here in the valley. But they're really struggling, and I'm being clued in that it has to do with radiation, it has to do with sound frequency, 5G. Anyway, it's messing with the bees, and that's not okay. And Gaia wants to fix it, so I'm here to help them. So yeah, I guess just call me the bee lady now. I know nothing about bees, you guys. Nothing, which is ironic because 6 months ago, I end up being connected with a beekeeper in Florida. And I will talk more about him because I have not even told him yet that this is going on. I want to make sure so I will keep you guys posted on this specific mission that I'm on out here, but I think it's very interesting. And please, those of you that are bee lovers, that are, mission workers, if you're grid keepers, ley line, all of that, then please send your loving vibration because this is a very different mission for me. I'm not used to doing things I'm so not familiar with, working with bees. So I'm assuming I'm going to be learning a lot more about the bees, and it's starting with the trees. I've already connected with an elder tree that is sitting right up at the top of that mountain over there, which it must be massive for me to be able to see it from here. So I'm very honored to be here and to be doing this work, and your love and support is so grateful. I appreciate it so much. Okay, that's all for now. I want to try to keep this under 30 minutes, and I think we're like right at it. You guys take care. Many blessings. Keep smiling, one breath at a time when you need it. And you can always reach out to me if you need help. Okay, take care. Until next time, thanks, Entourage. Lots of love. Bye.